We have questions from the audience. Where's Mandy Stevens? Hi, Mandy.
Hi.
Come on out. Mandy, you read the book?
I did, and I loved it. I actually read it overnight, and I wanted to thank you for putting into words what so many aren't able to say. And my question is, what should or shouldn't I say to someone I suspect is anorexic?
You know, a lot of people don't say anything at all because they're worried that that person is just going to completely shut them out of their lives. And that actually may happen. But it is really important to say something. And the thing that you should say, well, the thing that I would have responded to was, you look sick. You don't look well. You look like you're suffering. Because the anorexic wants to be admired. I mean, dieting is really hard. And to get down to that weight, you want people to admire you.
So if someone says you're too thin?
Yeah, you're too thin, to me, was more of a compliment than just you're thin. You're too thin? Who can be too thin? I mean, there's a joke about it, you know? You can't ever be too thin. So that just felt like a compliment. And even, you know, I'm worried about you, kind of felt like, I'm worried about you, you're too thin. It was like love wrapped up in a compliment. You know, it's like, oh, she's worried about me, she cares about me, and yet I can't really be too thin. So anything that would suggest that that girl is not as in control as she wants to appear to be is a better thing. Because an anorexic wants control more than anything.
So looks like you're out of control, looks like you're sick. Like,
yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
reading
you.
In one sitting. It's a great, is it great?
It was
It's a
great.
great
You should
book.
all read it.
It's a great book. Thank you so much, Mandy. All right. Ashley Kuchenmeister.
Hi, Portia. Hi, Ellen.
Hi.
I just received the book a couple days ago, and it was great. The messaging is so important. And before I actually started reading it, I was flipping through looking at the pictures, and there was one picture in particular where I recognized that you were definitely thin, but the thought popped in my head, man, her legs look great. I wish my legs looked a little more like that. And then in actually reading the book, I realized that you had alternated those photos with a conversation with your doctor where he was basically telling you you were destroying your body to look like that. And that was a really powerful moment for me and made me realize these images are so deceiving.
Yeah, they
and
are.
so I want to know your thoughts on how the media portrays women.
Well, I think that, first of all, those pictures, a little airbrushing, I would have looked great. I think it's a real problem. Models these days are as young as 14 years old, before their bodies have even had a chance to develop, before they even get curves and become women. They are held up as images of the perfect, ideal female form. And it's really, really damaging because as a 40-year-old woman, as a 30-year-old woman, we should not be looking at little kids to try to emulate their bodies. It's just, there's something really, really wrong with that.
Yep.
And I also think that airbrushing is a real problem because, you know, in order to be that ideal image, you have to diet. I mean, there's no way around it. And then, you know, they can always kind of cover it up and smooth it over and make you look really great. And I think it's just very damaging. It's just, women have just, it's really hard in the media to just feel completely self-accepting and comfortable with the way that God made you because, you know, they're always trying to sell us something to elongate our legs or dye our hair and make ourselves look better. So it's hard to just know that who we are is exactly what we're supposed to be and how we're supposed to look.
Thank you.